in a circle. Just like you know how a segment or a line, those are just a bunch of points put together. But all you see is the line. It's like you make a okay. So I want to look at the pi symbol. You're thinking, Mr. Tarver, isn't the pi symbol the middle of the Tarver Academy logo? Psh, why, yes it is, and that's why we're going to learn. Actually, we're learning because we're talking about circles, and it's very important. Why do I make the pi symbol my logo? One, I started out with math videos. Two, they're my initials. Tyler, Tarver. It's pretty neat. Back to work. So, pi symbol. I made it look like JT right there. I'm sorry. Most of the time you see it like that, etc. This looks like two T's put together, okay? So, let's look at, I'm trying to cover this up because it's so ugly. Okay, so, what pi is a ratio, okay? Like you'd say, it's a 2-to-1 odds, or there's 3 people for every 1 hat, which is not good odds for a hat. We need something to cover that. That's bothering me. Boom. That better? Yes, it is. Okay, so the ratio for pi is circumference, which is the distance all the way around a circle. Like if you broke it right there and then you counted all the way around, that's circumference. And diameter, we've already talked about. Diameter cuts straight through the center and goes end to end, okay? Which one do you think is longer of the two, circumference or diameter? Well, spoiler alert, the circumference is. When you break that circle open and you stretch it out, it's going to be over 3 times as long as your diameter, okay? So that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool stat. I know a thing that people like to do at the club or wherever. They'll get, okay, people do at the club, they'll take a cup and they'll say, I bet you that it is longer around here than this thing is tall. And guess what? They're completely correct. Almost every time, unless you have like a super tall glass with like a little bitty like opening to it, it's going to be way longer all the way around here than it is here. Circumference is like, it's freakishly, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Not freakishly. It's a lot longer than you would expect. Let's just say that. I'm trying to think of a chord I can choose. Here we go. Okay, here we go. See this right here? Piece of paper, okay? Look at this. Right here, it marks it. If I go the height right here, it's right there, correct? So, let's see if that will go. Look, that distance right there doesn't even go all the way around. The whole piece of paper doesn't even go all the way around it. That is a pretty cool little trick. So the next time you're with your friends, you're like, hey, look at this cup. I bet you it's longer around here than it is this way. Well, let's find out. Right there, this one's going to be harder because this lid's smaller and it's taller. But guess what? You were right. It is longer all the way around this than it is this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pi. That's what's up. So the formula for pi is C over D. Okay? C over D. Always works out. It's a perfect ratio for circles. Okay, so you can pick a circle that's any amount of circumference, that diameter, it's always going to work out to be 3.14 and then a whole bunch of numbers. Okay, so really you usually have to memorize past 3.14, but seriously, it's an infinite amount of numbers. And that's pi, ladies and gentlemen. Boom!
Hello. Thank you for coming to Tarver Academy. Please subscribe, maybe